base อยู่ไหนวะโอ้ยโอ้2 นัดไม่ตายเว้ยโอ้ต้อง3 นัดเลยวะThe base deliver aeater จุดไก่อะ
Like this? Oh,
You're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
and my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it
Gentle
back.
touch เป็น
Trace the line
gently
to your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha! They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy! Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on. If you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
เน่
Uh,
เน่
oh, okay.
โอเค He's
Oh, and I delivered your message to Talana. She headed for that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest.
Ow! That his focused thing's trying to kill me? Did almost drown it indeed.
Not on purpose.
ไปหากายากันละกันแล้วเดี๋ยวค่อยมาทอล์กกับพวกเพื่อนๆเราบอกว่าให้พูดกับเพื่อนๆบ่อยๆ often talk to your friends
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge ether with me.
Ether
Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates.
SOS
Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility.
The
A
mountain
word of caution, Aloy.
northwest.
It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
This is plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Aletheia.
That is my conclusion as well.
That is my conclusion.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I
Beware.
have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Aletheia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
ภาคนี้
We'll wait for you at the
เป็นภาค
west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
ไม่ค่อยได้ลุยเดี่ยวจะมีเพื่อนเยอะภาคนี้ภาคที่แล้วนี่ลุยเดี่ยวอย่างเดียวเลย
Aloy,
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Aaron to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
ขอคุยแป๊บนึงนะ
How's Katalo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him, though he has not voiced his thoughts. I may be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
Really? I'm sure he will be. How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
vegetarian เล
And
ย
how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
agree to disagree
How's Aaron handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus. After an initial incident,
What did he do?
he unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
เวลา4 เดือนนะ
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts. I'll be on my way.
I wish you safe travels.
มีมิชชั่นในตรงนี้อะไรก่อน Cyclops console
Gaia, what is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
So this Cyclops is a network of
Cyclops.
drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. If I find the drones out in the wilds, I could get the data from them,
อ๋อ
use it to reconnect them and restore the display.
Cyclops เหรอ Survey drone module Aloy has to cover a network of drones that monitors regional biosphere condition, but it is currently offline, retrieving her data. โอเค เควสเยอะมากเกมนี้ เกม Open World ที่ซื้อแล้วแม่งคุ้มอะเล่นกันยาวๆ ผมไม่รู้ว่าผมจะเล่นกี่เดือนจบนะเล่นได้แค่วันละไม่กี่ชั่วโมง
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Where have I seen this before?
อันนี้เหรอ
Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
ว้าวห้องนี้
Looks
ห้อง
like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
อันนี้วาวแอนโซเหรอ sorry
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
There it is.
อันนี้ห้องใครเอ่ย
Looks like Erend and Katalo moved their stuff in.
อ๋อ เอเลนกับคาทาโร่อะ
Oh, looks like I can open that door now.
open that door which door อ๋อ ห้องเก็บของ
Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room.
โอ้ นี่ห้องเราเหรอ
Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
เจ๋งว่ะ
That was thoughtful of them. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. Elizabeth put all of her faith in Gaia. And Gaia put all of her faith in me. If I can do it all, recover the sub-functions, defeat Zenith, heal the world, I'd like to think Elizabeth would be proud.
อันนี้อะไร ธนู ซ่อมธนูได้อะใช่ปะ
My old spear.
อืม
Rust helped me make it
อ๋อ อันเก่า
when I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. When Varl found me after the Hades Proving Lab, I thought I saw Rost. I don't think he'd understand any of this
นี่ของ
or
ภา
what
ค
I
ที่
have
แล้ว
to do. But still, wish he was here. This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy.
อ๋อ
I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. When I met Hikaru, I figured he was just another bloodthirsty warlord. But Vashav was right. Hikaru wants peace. It won't be easy,
อีก
but with his new marshals, maybe his vision has a chance. อันนี้ไม่ต้องก็ได้มั้ง ของยังไม่เต็ม เก็บพวกนี้ไปก่อนก็ได้ เก็บไปก่อน จะได้มีกระเป๋าว่างหรือเปล่า ไม่แน่ใจ ชุดก็ ใส่ชุดนี้ ชุดนี้ได้อยู่ธนักเวพอน ชุดเก็บไว้ก็ได้ไม่หรอก ไม่ได้หนักอะไร หาข้อมูลจากเพื่อนกันครับก่อนเข้าข้างใน Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Pa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected, and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear. Sounds like you met my friend Talana.
Yes. The Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids. But Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah. She's one of the good ones. Trust me. You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
Very loud things.
I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here, it is humbling, to say the least, and heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
Honestly.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I believe I've met them already. I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong. Day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle.
Wow.
We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on. But we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvest passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter. Right, I should probably go.
Is it true you're investigating a signal coming from one of Gaia's seedlings?
Maybe. We'll know for sure when we check it out.
Be careful.
We will.
Be careful เอาเดินผิดด้าน
Looks like this room's changed. Is that your doing, Gaia?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus. It will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm mistaken.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light, from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself. Even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the wings of the Ten.
Wing of Ten.
Hikaru also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. I overheard that Varl and Erend are to accompany you on a mission. Do you require my assistance?
I'd rather have you and Zoe guard the base while we're away.
It shall be done. May the Ten walk with you.
May the Ten walk with you. ไปมิชชั่น
Yeah, it'll be nice to stretch my legs after being cooped up in here. There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Merman.
What is that?
What the hell?
Well, that takes the keg.
แสดงว่าพวกซีนิตนี่มันก็มีจุดอ่อนนะ
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith.
ดูพวกซีนิตดิ
Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one.
Almost didn't make it. Oh, the snow's dampening sounds.
ตายเฉย
Whatever the rebels did, it took down our shield.
ใช่มันแพ้มัน
But
แพ้
why
ไฟ
was she
ฟ้า
here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
Werbina
Gorgeous bread.
What a mess.
ตัวนี้คือ Spectre
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
นี่ไงใน Asset ก็คือ Prime Detective Prime Directive Assist Recover Assets of Secondary Director Continue Monitoring B Stutter Order Acknowledge Status Report Sent to G Berry Hostile Detect Engaging Target Danger System Failure เหมือนโดนพังไปแล้ว
Gonna kill you.
Stalker Dark Gunไม่มีของ เ
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Telemetry initiate coordinates. Redact. Malfunction detect. Self-destruct initiate. ทำลายตัวเองด้วย
Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
Eren
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up, all so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl. That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. If any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Yeah, SOS coordinate.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Entry 523 sorry the access data transfer initiate operation suspend fusion reactor on standby mode download initiate beam cast initiate destination redact มีการส่งข้อมูล ดาบด้วยว่ะเท่ว่ะไม่ใช่ว่ะ
I've never seen a transmitter like this before.
transistor
Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eluthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Texmail Song Jiao to FC Research Staff. As you will undoubtedly have heard by now, we have lost the brightest star among us. Research on ectogenesis from the Odyssey was near and dear to Peter. And on behalf of the new Pi Council, I commend you for all your efforts and great strides made over the last several years. Yet, as we mourn our father, we must also keep our gaze on the bright future ahead. To that end, we will be shifting project priorities over the coming days. You will be briefed on exciting developments in longevity research from the Tokyo and Lagos facility, with new assignment to follow. In the meantime, all ectogenicเมื่อกี้เจออันนึงนะ ectogenic กับ ectogenesis เหรอ chamber referring
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith.
Find anything?
August 19, 2064. Data corrupt has seen a significant improvement, decreasing that time between touch-up that commercially available treatments like osmanthus rejuvenation require. As for Maulik team, the latest results for their neurophysiology experiments seem promising, and with the supplementary data provided by our Tokyo facility, we seem to be closing on functional first generation implant. Meanwhile, your friend in Zurich have sent over their finding on WBE. Mixed results, a couple of promising avenues, but anything bordering on real digital transcendence looks to be decades away, if not
That might tell us
amazing
what the
things.
asset is?
I don't think so.
นี่เป็นห้องแลบ
place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
เป็นสเปซที่ใหญ่มาก เป็นกล่องนู้นกล่องนึงละ
A control console to access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
เขาหาโค้ดก่อน เราไม่ควรลงไปใช่ไหมน่าจะตายเลยนะ ฉะนั้นต้องหาที่แก้ปริศนา นี่ก็ไม่ได้บอกน่าจะมีหลอกปืนอื่นของที่ทางเข้าแล้วText mail Daniel ไม่คือคนรับนะ General plan which been for with me with Celadon whoever negotiate this deal will with them was ingenious a bunch of our own tech collecting that's in storage in exchange for a copy of all human knowledge talk about the bargain and the guy heading up to Illutia subfunction Patrick Botchard. You could practically see sparkles in his eye when he was bombarding us with follow-up questions on the ectogenic chamber's design. It was like we were waving catnip from him. Anyway, they are requesting additional material on vision to deliver higher ups. Give to go ahead, so send you over everything we have. Orchard Klein. You'll probably pee his pants in glee. Death. มีประตูตรงนี้น่าสงสัยซึ่งเราก็กลับมาที่เดิมถ้าสมมติว่าเราลองเปิดแบบมีห้องเล็กๆอยู่ตรงนี้ห้องเล็กๆนี่เราเข้าไปแล้วห้องนี้เราเข้ามาแล้วประตูเปิดไม่ได้ไหนลองมั่วๆใส่รหัสไปดิถ้ายังหาอะไรไม่เจอ
236 containers in storage. Please
Maybe this one.
Nothing.
อ๋อ มันเก็บแชมเบอร์อะไรบางอย่างไว้ เพราะฉะนั้นต้องหาข้อมูลว่ามันเก็บไว้ในแชมเบอร์อะไร เดินวนต่อไปวนต่อไป แสดงว่ามันต้องมีห้องอีกห้องหนึ่งแหละที่เรายังหาไม่เจอหมดแล้วนี่หว่าดีมีห้องลับเข้าไม่ได้ห้องลับเป็นห้องนี้นี่เองปีนตรงนี้เหรอ มันมีห้องอยู่ด้านหลังเหรออ๋อไม่ใช่นี่อ่านแล้วประตูLast door heavily sealed integrated material bunker door ข้างล่างนี่หรออ๋อซึ่งประตูนี้เราเปิดแล้วนี่เอาละครับเนี่ยเปล่าวะเนี่ยเปล่าวะมีตัวตรงนี้เรายังเข้าไม่ได้มาชั้นหนึ่งแล้วนี่คือชั้น2 ได้กล่องมีรูเข้าบอกว่าจริงด้วย
I think I can pull that.
พูไม่ได้เหรอดึงไม่ได้ครับรูนี้ล่ะทำอะไรกับมันไม่ได้ด้วยวะต้องมีทางสิ ไม่
Don't worry on me. I can send it to my stash.
เอาล่ะอาการติดขัดอาการติดขัดไปเจอไปนั่งเริ่มเราต้องรู้ให้ได้ว่ามันคือแชมเบอร์อันนี้เท่าไหร่ต้องไปหาหลอกต้องมีคำใบ้เลยละเราต้องกลับไปที่จุดเริ่มต้นตอนนี้อยู่ที่ชั้น2เลยกลับไปหาที่ชั้น1ชั้น2อยู่โอเคชั้น2ทะลุไม่ได้ทะลุไม่ขึ้นตันหมดแล้วที่ทางออกละนี่มันมีตรงนี้ที่ยังเข้าไปไม่ถึงวะเอาใหม่ ความพยายามอยู่ที่ไหนไม่น่าจะมีอะไรซับซ้อนใช่ไหมวะชั้นนี้แล้วล่ะชั้นที่เราเข้าไปต่อไม่ได้ใช่ปัญหาคือเราจะเข้าประตูนี้ได้ยังไงเพราะว่าถ้าเราเข้าไปต่อไม่ได้มันก็ไปต่อไม่ได้เนี่ยมันมีทางไปต่อนี่แหละช่วยบอกไปฉันหน่อยได้ไหมเพื่อนได้ไหมถามเพื่อนก็ไม่ได้เชี่ยติดนะเนี่ยเนี่ยติดตรงนี้แหละมันต้องอยู่ตรงนี้แหละมันต้องมีทางไปต่อบ้างดีวะเราพลาดอะไรไปเราพลาดอะไรไปเราก็ไม่ได้จะพลาดอะไรนะนั่นจะช่วยฉันหน่อยนะว้าว สนามมันไม่น่าจะยากขนาดนี้นะครับต้องมีอะไรที่เราข้ามไปมองข้ามไปพลาดอะไรหมดแล้วนะ
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
How about this?
Empty again.
ว้าวนายต้องบอกฉันแล้วล่ะว่าฉันพลาดอะไรไป237หรอแต่มันมีแค่236นะ
236 containers in storage. Please enter the
อ้าวเชี่ยจริงว่ะ237ว่ะล่างโอีกล่าง
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice.
Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsiness. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with.
อ๋อไม่มีไกลเคอร์โม
You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck, and goodbye. So
She's still alive.
we need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
แม่งไม่มีในสารระบบด้วยเป็นสัตว์ที่ไม่มีในสารระบบสเปกเตอร์ Open Quest menu จะได้อ่ะ
Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
ขอสแกนได้ด้วย
I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
แพ้อะไรบ้างนะ
That thing's quick.
ยว
Give it a rest first, I'll get it started.
จ๊ะดูรถดูตายแล้วใช่ไหม
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Oh, ไปอีกตัวหนึ่งข้างบนใช่ไหมไปหาอีเรน
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.